Why do couples fight about sex, let alone fight in general? Sex therapist Вород here with some solutions in the sack based on her own studies and keeping copious notes of the clients that you have.
Yes.
So is that the thing? Is that the biggest issue? The first, it's like a broken record at this point, right? For you, like, what's wrong with you? Why are you fighting?
Yeah, well,
we don't have sex.
So this is the reason they come to the clinic. I call it they always fight about sex. Yeah, many times sex does, say something about the relationship, or because we have problem in the relationship, we fight over sex. But in these cases, I see a lot of couples who actually fight about sex. It makes me think, what is going on with our sex life and sexuality? It's something that should come so naturally. It should be fun. It should be something that brings us together in an intimate way, beautiful way, have babies. And then it becomes such a big issue. And I always wondered what is going on. So when I looked at all the couples I worked with in the last 2 years, I realized I can see 3 topics, kind of like main topics that they always fight about. So I'm like, today here with this topic.
There we go. This is based on your own, Worod's own study.
And to tell you what to do about it. So the first one is actually rejection. Now, I know we're married. I know we've been together for many years.
Yes.
And I know we said yes, but it's still very painful and hurtful when someone rejects you, especially when you initiate something that relates to intimate moment or sexuality, and then your partner is like, no, I am tired today. They either move your hands away, or they go to the other room, or they're like, I have a headache, I'm too stressed today. They fall asleep on the couch. I'm not saying which gender, because sometimes it's women,
both. Yeah.
Sometimes it's the men. And this is where it gets very, very painful. And it's like, why are you rejecting me all the time? So I feel unloved, unattractive, maybe he's having an affair. What is going on? So I always say the truth. I understand you don't feel like it all the time. Just come and say, I think I'm going through a phase, maybe I have a lower libido, and talk about it. Don't reject him or her, and not in a nice way, which brings me to the expectation, first in regard to gender roles. I see that all the time. Couples have expectations, but they're in their mind, towards gender roles and sexuality. Sometimes
like women are like, well, the men need to make the first move, and the men are like, the women need to make the first move.
This is exactly it. And this is exactly, so nothing happens, because she expects him to initiate all the time. And he's like, why she's not trying to seduce me? Why she's not wearing lingerie? And she's like, why do I need to wear that? Why you're not trying to seduce me? Why you're not doing a foreplay? It comes to the point that what is our expectations? I know a lot of women say, I want a strong man, it's very sexy, and the men are like, no, I thought you want me to be very sensitive and delicate.
Right, you can't be both.
Exactly. So just talk about your gender role expectations. They're not always what it seems like.
But how do you nicely explain, like, to your partner, like, you know what, I'm just not attracted to you, you've gained 15 pounds, I don't want to, like, how do you explain that in a nice way?
Okay, when it comes to body image and it changes, there is a nice way. I wouldn't I would say, I feel like you've changed a little bit, and I'll take my partner and go work out with him. I'm not going to be like, okay, you start a diet. I'll start buying healthy food for the house. I will put all the house on a healthy lifestyle, healthy diet, and working out routine. And this is not going to offend him, and it's going to bring back our sex life.
Right.
And which bring me to my last point, it's kind of like also expectations in regard to what is right and what is wrong. How many times is it good for you? I see all those couples who he wants every day or she wants every day. He feel like it's good once a week, and there is always like a clash, and they miss.
And then when you're in this, you don't even want to talk about it, because like then talking about it means like you have to just talk about it. Like it's like this.
It becomes an issue, and when you initiate all the time and you get rejection, you start getting really upset, and
really,
the other side
really causes an issue in your relationship.
Because you would feel very stressed about it too.
Yeah.
It becomes, okay, you're stressing me out because you're trying all the time and I don't feel like it.
And then there's the guilt of the one, it's like, it's just a whole slew of uncomfortable emotions.
So we have to really, really address it. I mean, just talk about it in a nice way. Talk about what you want, what makes you feel sexy. Don't think you can read each other's mind.
Yeah.
I think that's the bottom line of all
right, so we need to keep the study up. Thank you. Keep this up, because I want to see future kind of results and things that maybe that have worked that you've suggested. Okay, so bring in the solutions and how it works at home.
I will,
Thank you,
for sure.
darling.